Good morning, children. We have studied how to create a database, then how to open a database, then how to create a table. Now, after creating the table, we have to insert values into that table. So, the command for inserting data is insert into command. To insert a record, the command is insert into. So, the insert into command is used to insert a new record or row or tuple in the table. So, to insert a row, we use insert into command. So, there are four possible ways of insertion. So, the first method is inserting data for all the columns. So, we have a table in that we are inserting data into all the columns. So, in this method, we don't have to specify the column names. So, we can write the statement just as insert into, like this, insert into table name values in bracket the values for each of the column. Each of the values should be separated by commas. So once more, the syntax is insert into table name space values in bracket value 1, value 2, value 3, etc. So value 1 is the value corresponding to column 1, value 2 is the value corresponding to column 2, value 3 is the value corresponding to column 3, and so on. Now let us consider an example. Insert into student values 1 Rajkumar M 93 2011 17, then bracket close, semicolon. So you can see this 1 corresponds to the first column we have created in a table. So in our table, the first column represents roll number. So first column represents roll number. So roll number 1. Then second column name, that is Rajkumar. Rajkumar, you can see it is enclosed in double quotes. We can either enclose this strings. This is called string in double quotes or in single quotes. The next one is gender, that is male or female. To represent male or female, we have to use only single character because during table creation time, we have specified the data type for gender as char 1. That is only one size. Size is only 1 byte for a particular character is allocated. So we cannot write male and female. We have to use only a single character M or F. Then the second one is marks. So here also you can see M is enclosed in single quote. You can either enclose it in single quote or double quote. Then comma marks, that is 93. 93 is not to be enclosed in single quotes or double quotes because it is an integer value. Then comma date. Date is always enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. So the format to insert date is first year, then a hyphen, then month, then hyphen the date. So date should be always given like this: first year, then month, then the day. Now while inserting rows, if you are adding values for all the columns of the table, you need not specify the column names. You will see the difference when we insert a column, insert a row. When values are inputted using insert into command, it is termed as single row insert, since it adds one tuple or one row or one record at a time into the table. So insert into close specifies the target table and the values clause specifies the data to be added into the new record. So insert, after the insert command you can see into. Into is a clause because it divides the statement into one or more parts. So into clause specifies in which table you have to insert. So insert into student means student is the table name, and values clause specifies the values to be inserted, and the values clause specifies the values to be inserted. Then the argument values of character data types are always enclosed in double or single quotes. You can see character data type values, that is Rajkumar is a character. M character is enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. Then column values for the data type of a column are provided within curly braces or single quotes. So column values are always provided in single quotes or curly braces. Then null values are stored and displayed as null only without any quote. Null values are stored and displayed as null, N-U-L-L, without any quotes that you will see. Then if the data is not available for all columns, then the column list must be included for the table name. If we are not inserting data in every column, then we have to specify the column name also. Now next type of insertion is inserting data directly into the table. The second form specifies both the column names and the values to be inserted. Here we are specifying all the column names and the values to be inserted. In the previous statement we didn't specify the column names in brackets. Just we have written insert into student values and the values we have given. But we didn't specify column name. We can use any of the forms. If we are inserting values in all the columns, we can use any of the forms. If we are inserting values in only in a specific column, we should follow this pattern only. Now inserting data into a specific column. So for that, the same syntax as like this, the previous one, that is insert into table name, column names, values, then value 1, value 2, etc. So here we have to specify the names of those columns in which we are giving values. So insert into table name in bracket, in parenthesis, the column names for which we are giving values. So you can see this example. Insert into table name student, the column names roll number, name, marks. We are not giving values for other columns like gender, date of birth, etc. We are giving only values for only 3 columns. So we have to specify the column names, and then after that values, then in bracket the values corresponding to each column, that is for roll number, for name and for marks. So for roll number 4, marks Radhika Gupta and 70, name Radhika Gupta, then marks 78. So what happens? The other 2 columns will have null values. So we are inserting only values for 3 columns. So we have to specify the column names and the values corresponding to that 3 columns. and the other columns for which we are not inserting the values will directly get null value. Then inserting a null value. So to insert a null value, so if a column in a row has no value or missing value, then the column is said to be null or holding a null value. So null value can be given to any column other than being assigned as a primary key or not null constraint. So any column which is assigned as primary key or which has a not null constraint, that is the values in that column should not be null. Such columns, other than such columns, all the columns can have null values. The columns which are primary key or has not null constraint, such columns cannot have null values. Other than these two columns, all the columns can have null values. So null values are treated differently from other values as they represent missing or unknown data. By default, a column in a table can hold null values if a column in a table is optional. We can insert a record or can modify an existing tuple without adding values to this column. In other words, the values in every record for this column field shall be stored as null. We can insert null value into any column in a table. It can be done by typing null without single quotes. So like strings, we should not enclose this null in a single quote or double quote. So you can see this example. Insert into student, roll number, name, gender, marks, date of birth. So these are column names. Then values in bracket 12 corresponding to value for roll number column. Then Swati Mehra corresponding to name column. Then gender corresponding to F for gender. Then marks we are giving null. Then for date of birth also we are giving null. So you can see null is not enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. We have to just type null as it is. No need of typing in small letter, or it is not necessary. Okay, let us see how to insert a record. So for entering into MySQL, first type the MySQL password. Then MySQL prompt will appear like this. Then you have to, already we have created a table. So for that we have to open the database. First we can see what are the database in this. Show databases to see what are the databases in this. So I have created so many databases: factory, friend, MySQL, office, school, teacher, test, etc. Now I am going to create a database, or I will open the school database. So use school semicolon. So our database school is opened. Now I have already created a table school. So let us see what. Show tables. Show tables command will show what are the tables in the database school. So it shows a fee table is there, a student table is there, a student 1 table is there, student 2 table is there. So I have created a table student 2. So how can I see what are the columns in the student table? DESC student, that is describe student. So these are the 3 fields I have inserted: student ID, name and marks. Yesterday I have created, last class I have created 3 table student. So let us insert insert data into this student table. So this table is empty, it does not have any value. So we are going to insert student table data into student table based on the first method. Okay, insert into student values. So here I have only 3 columns, so I will be inserting only 3 values. So only 3 columns. So insert into, table name is student 2. Insert into student 2 space values. Then in bracket, I'm already putting this opening and closing braces together and semicolon. Then I'm inserting the values. So for roll number, 1. Then for name, I'm enclosing it in single quotes, Anu, comma, marks 98. Error, column count doesn't match. Sorry. This is, I'm inserting values into student 2. So we can insert describe, and it is student. So we have seen the values of student table. So let us see what are the columns in student 2. DESC student 2. So it has 4 columns: roll number, name, age, date of birth. So insert into student 2 values. So what are the values? Roll number, name, age. So let it be, age will be 15, comma, date of birth should be given in year, just giving a sample date of birth, not counting whether it is correct or not, age and date of birth are correct or not, just giving a sample, 0 to 14. So 4 values are there. We have 4 columns: roll number, name, age and date of birth. So for roll number is 1, then name Anu, then age 15, then date of birth. Date of birth should be enclosed in single quotes. Error in your SQL syntax. Because I didn't put closing bracket. Okay, now it is query okay, 1 row affected, that is value is being inserted. Now let us see this command. You will study to see the contents of the table, that you will study. Select star from table name, that is student 2. It is this command, select star. This select command is used to view the contents of the table. So this just shows the structure of the table. To view the content, that is rows in the table, we have the command select star from student, that you will study in the later class. So you can see the value that I have inserted, that is insert into student 2 values, that is I have inserted 1 for roll number column, then Anu for name column, age 15 and date of birth is being inserted. Now we can insert again based on the. Now children, in the second statement, second type of insert command we will use, that is insert into student. Then in bracket we are specifying the column names also. So let us see how to do that. So like this, no need of writing in the different lines. You can write in the same line itself, but you have to just provide a space after each of the close, that is insert, there is a space, into, after that is there is a space, then after this bracket there is a space, then you have to provide space and write it in a single line itself. So insert into student 2. Student 2 is our table name, and we have to specify the column names in brackets. So column name is roll number, comma, name, comma, age, comma, date of birth. So we have inserted. Because same values we are inserting, so we have to change the value. So since 1 is the primary key, we cannot have same values. So in the values we have to change the values, changing Anu as Manu, then age as 15, let the date of birth become 24. So it is being inserted. Now we can use another method of insertion, that is inserting only few values to particular columns, only to specified columns. So we can use this insert command. In that, suppose I am inserting only in name and date of birth, name and roll number column. So I am changing in the 3, Tanu, 15, 8, 2. Columns I have only specified, so we don't need to specify these two. Only 2 columns I have specified, so the values for only these 2 columns are to be needed. So you can see again it is being, query is being executed correctly. So let us see what are the outputs for this. So for the second insert statement, the same insertion is done. Even though we specify all the columns and we have inserted all the values, same type of data is being inserted. Now in this third type of insert, the roll number is being inserted, then name is inserted, then for age and date of birth we didn't specify, and the values also didn't given. So what happens? The columns for which we didn't give values will automatically become null. So what happens? For the columns for which we are not inserting values will automatically become null. So you can see this table. Now we are directly inserting null values. Let us see how we can insert null values into the table. So we have seen that for inserting null values, we have to give the values as null without enclosing it in single quotes or double quotes. So I am giving the name as Meena, Meenu. It will be Meenu, then age, then 12, 14, 12, and for date of birth I am giving null, NULL. Then if you write in both capital and small, it is same. Okay, so I am inserting roll number, name, age, date of birth. No need of specifying the particular columns also, because we have given all the values. So we can directly insert. So insert into student 2 values 4, Meenu, 15 and null. So the column order should also be same, and the data given to each column also, the order should be maintained. Now you can see the queried OK, one row affected. That is when we select star from student 2, that is to display the table, you can see null value is being inserted by us. We are inserting the null value. In the third insert statement, we have inserted only two values, then the other two columns which we didn't specify got the null value by default. Okay, thank you children. I will be giving you homeworks, so you should do. Okay, thank you.